Welcome and thank you for joining. In today's video, we will go over the new enhancements made to the Hire and Onboarding module within your new UZIO employer portal. In this video specifically, we'll walk you through what the self-onboarding will look like from the employee's perspective. Here I have the invitation for self-onboarding email that was sent to a prospective employee. It invites the employee to click the link to register on the UZIO platform. Once they've clicked the link, you'll see that their username has already been set, and all they'll need to do is add a password and acknowledge the terms of use and privacy policy. It lets the employee know that they have successfully registered and that they'll be redirected to log in. Once the employee enters in their username and password, they will then be logged into their self-onboarding portal. You'll see below that there is some tracking information for the employee at the bottom. It shows the different asks that the employee will be completing prior to reviewing and submitting. The first step will be to enter in the personal information. You'll see that his first and last name has been entered, but the date of birth and social security number are missing, so we'll enter that in here. The next page will require the employee to enter in their home address and at least one emergency contact. Once you enter in the zip code, it will automatically populate the state in the drop-down. And now we'll enter in the emergency contact. And lastly, enter in their phone number. Next screen will require that the employee enters in the driving license number. In the event the employer entered in a dummy driving license to be able to add the prospective employee, the employee can edit at this time. The next screen will be the payroll screen. This is where the employee can update the information for both their federal and state tax withholdings, as well as select a method of payment. The employee can choose to either have their payment sent by direct deposit or check. If they do direct deposit, they can add up to 5 bank accounts and distribute their net pay among those 5 accounts. They can select whether or not to do a percentage or a flat dollar amount, and to add another bank account, we'll do so here. For the purposes of this video, we'll go ahead and select check and hit save and continue. This screen here will be the documents section. This is where the employee will be able to see the onboarding documents that need to be read, edited, and signed as part of their onboarding. You'll be able to see the document name, the assigned date, the due date, and the status. If you hover over, you'll see that Mimi assigned this to Terry and that Terry needs to sign. We'll click Edit and Sign, where the employee will be able to review the agreement and draw their signature. Once completed, they'll select Save. We'll notice that the agreements went from a pending status to now assigned status. You will also see that the tax and compliance forms is showing as pending with the employee. It shows that Mimi assigned this to Terry, that Terry needs to sign, and the employer needs to sign as well. To view and edit, we'll click the Actions icon and select Edit and Sign. Once it loads, we'll start the I-9 process. We're going to click Get Started. You'll see that most of these fields have been auto-populated based on the information that was input in their initial onboarding. The employee will then be able to attest to whether or not any of these apply and click to sign. They can either draw their signature, type their signature, or upload a photo of their signature. We're going to draw and select Continue. Now, this notifies the employee that this document is legally binding, and the employee can select I agree. You'll see that this document still says pending, but it does show that Terry has viewed their document. We're going to click Continue. Next will be the task section. These are the tasks that need to be completed as part of the onboarding process. If the employee clicks the arrow icon, it will drop down a description of this specific task. Since an uploaded document is required for completion, you'll see the Upload Document icon here. In order to upload a document, they would do so by clicking the button here, entering the document name and brief description, selecting the file, and selecting Upload. For the purposes of this video, we're going to skip this tab. You will now see that the employee is at the review stage. It shows the information that is successfully completed, and it also lets them know that there are a few tasks that are still pending to be completed. The employee can either click here to complete the task at this time, or they can click Submit and complete at a later time. You'll now see that the employee has received the congratulations screen, letting them know what the next steps are. Now that we've completed the onboarding for the employee, it's time to log in as the employer. Now that we've logged in as the employer, we're going to go to the Employees section, go to Prospective Employees, and we're going to find Terry. You can finish onboarding by clicking the Finish Onboarding section, or by going to the employee's name here and viewing and completing the tasks from there. For the purposes of this video, we're going to go ahead and click Finish Onboarding. You'll see that there are 1 document pending for employer signature or acknowledgement, and 1 task that is pending to be completed. You can click here to update the details. Clicking there will take you to the employee's page. To access their tasks for onboarding, you'll go to HR Functions and select Onboarding Tasks. You'll see that for the onboarding documentation, it has been assigned to you, the employer, and it is requiring completion. To complete the task, you'll go to Actions and select Mark Complete. You have the option to add a comment. If not, click Save. The next will be the background verification. You as the employer can decide whether or not you want to upload the document or mark complete. For this specific verification, you must upload a document prior to being able to click the complete option. So we'll move to the first task. You will see that this is still pending. We're going to select Finish Onboarding. You can finish the onboarding even without the selected task being completed, and you can select whether or not you want to notify the employee after the finalization of the onboarding process. Once the employee has been onboarded, they will go from the prospective employee drop-down list to the onboarded employees. And you will see that Terry Cruz is now showing as an active employee. If we go back to his name and go back to HR Functions, you will see that while there are no ongoing tasks for this employee, there is still an onboarding task that needs to be completed, and they can complete that by going here and uploading the document themselves, or you as the employer can upload it for them. This is a breakdown of the self-onboarding workflow from the employee experience. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to a member of the UZIO team for further assistance. Thank you for watching and have a great day.